As we think about ways to incorporate social emotional learning into your program, you can look at both systems and activities. A system is a piece of social emotional learning that is not done once in an activity, but as part of the program. So an example of this might be the mood meter. Once the mood meter is incorporated into the program, it can be integrated into different activities, such as read alouds. You could ask the kids to expand on how do you think the character is feeling by asking them where would that feeling fall on the mood meter. So with the sample safer lesson plan in the course room with Alexander and the terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day, you might ask, have you ever woken up in a bad mood? How do you know that you're in a bad mood? How does it feel? Show me on the mood meter where you would be if you woke up and you felt like everything was already going wrong. So that would be one activity, an activity of read aloud, that's built into that system of the mood meter. Let's look at an example of an activity, or read aloud. This example doesn't pull in the mood meter, but is an active way to address the skill of self-awareness and identifying how characters feel in a story. Read alouds are really a great way to have kids become more comfortable with emotions and discussing social situations because it can always remain hypothetical. When they say how they would feel, it's not saying, well, this is how I felt when it happens. Instead, it's looking at somebody else and saying that's how they would feel in that situation. You can also connect it to their lives by saying this happens to other people and here's how they feel about it. Here's how they dealt with it. What do you think about that? So I think that read alouds are a great way to practice different social emotional learning skills, especially thinking about being aware of yourself, managing your own emotions, communicating with one another. So there's a lot of different ways. If you want to look at it more specifically, again, the template in the course room about the read aloud. Let's go over one more activity as a final example and look at the safer elements of it. So here on the screen, you can see a link to the Every Monday Matters, a fantastic free curriculum available to you. One of their activities about rings of trees. And you can take the time to click on it, look it over, but it is more or less thinking about how trees have rings to show their different experiences and how it shows that they grow, and how people can also have those experiences. And they create a project where people draw their own rings and they label different experiences. So maybe one of my younger experiences is going to be my baby sister was born. And then a bigger experience that I remember from my childhood might be when my softball team won our league's championship and going out and out. So I think this is a really fun activity to start with. And Every Monday Matters does a really nice SEL curriculum. But let's look through the different safer elements in the order that we are doing them on our lesson plan for the Final Forum post. So it starts by explicit. It is describing emotions associated with personal experiences. This is actually from the Illinois State Standards for 5th graders. It's number 28 on our list if you're looking. It's also sequenced. You might not be able to see that necessarily because it's just one standalone lesson plan, but this activity would likely be done with other curriculum from this Every Monday Matters program and with a group that was comfortable thinking about their past and thinking about their emotions. So it's likely sequence, we just have to make some assumptions here. It's also active because the group is actively making a product. They're drawing the different rings of their lives and also getting to share with one another. It's also focused. You can see this from the monthly series that this was drawn from. The monthly series focuses on digging in, both in nature, the community, and yourself. There's actually 24 activities on this topic, totaling 9 hours of activities in the different areas. So it is very focused. It offers a good amount of time to really dig in. And are the kids reflecting in this lesson plan? Yes, they have lots of reflection questions available. Some of my favorites are, what new things did you discover about yourself by completing this activity? Were your experiences easy to identify? Were they all positive? And if not, how did the negative experiences help you grow? What helps you grow in life? And so they give you this long list, and you can really choose to make sure that you're thinking about, what am I making sure that my group is focusing on? What's my explicit goal? Is it focused within our programmatic goal or our monthly goal? And is it, a good level for the kids I'm working with? There's a variety of activities available online for free. This was just one example. So check out our list of our favorite SEL activity websites so that you can see some ideas. And you can even use these as jumping off points for your social emotional learning lesson plan that you're working on.